Well, Nugent on the
Do it
beat.
live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing it live. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to the show. Round of applause. Yes, indeed. Hyben's early and ready. D Fuente's in the house. Hyben said, Crypto Blood! Man, that AI. Shout out to the AI. Shout out to the AIs. They're doing their thing, guys. Taking all our jobs and all our talent away. One thing they can't take away is Bloodalytics.com, boy. I'll tell you that much. Get over to Bloodalytics.com, man. You guys are missing out on crazy epic trades, man. Every morning, it's like clockwork. Prices, like Woo TV says, prices are going up. So you better lock in now before it's too late, man. Bloodalytics.com. I still haven't put the V2 badge up on Scalpalytics Pro, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. This one in the middle. I'll be upgrading Solana BNB and the Sui XRP pairs by next week. So you'll have that on deck as well. So check it out. We had a couple more signups yesterday. So shout out to those individuals that have signed up. I saw one in the chat room last night in my restream of yesterday's live stream, this morning's live stream. Every night or every evening, I think I'm going to change it to 10 o'clock p.m. But every evening we restream, just in case you missed the live stream. We do restream the broadcast. So come check it out if you're at work, got to take care of business. Definitely come back and check in with us in the evening. All right. Today, man, we got a lot to talk about for sure because silver, we're getting a slight rebound in silver. More of a rebound in crypto than silver. So is the bottom in on crypto? We'll have to dissect that today. Crypto Blood, we'll talk about the Scalpalytics trades that fired at the open. Looking very good. Looking very good, ladies and gents. So crypto was on a risk-off correction, but again, it bounced back. We are going through a bounce back right at the open. Market cap sits, let's see where it's sitting right now. Because I think it's sitting at around, we got fear and greed finally popping up a little bit, getting back into the right direction. Fear and greed is at 8. We have market cap currently sitting at 2.34 trillion. But that was after a $2 trillion wipeout phase. And I'm going to tell you how much, listen, commodities were worse. I think it's like $17 trillion wiped out in the commodity crash. And I got an article that goes over, I got some fear porn for you. It goes over why this one is different, ladies and gentlemen. This move down in the commodities is different. We'll see. Someone told me last night it's different this time. You know who you are. You say you've been telling people. We shall see, mon frere. We shall see. So yeah, definitely a bounce back in the making right now with crypto more so than commodities, or at least silver. Silver delivered the day's most dramatic move, a 10% intraday plunge. That's crazy. And the thing is, I was actually live streaming to go check yesterday. I was in the middle of a live stream and said, let me go check and see what silver is doing today. And literally when I was checking, we had the 10% or 11% smackdown. Crazy. So gold pulled back as well, but not as volatile. We're going to look at what JP Morgan has to say about silver. You might be surprised. And we already know what's going on with the Fed, right? Fed not cutting interest rates. Warsh, I don't think it's going to cut interest rates. I think we got Groundhog's Day here for Mr. Trump. He's going to be doing the same thing, trying to charge Warsh with some criminal offense. It's crazy, man. But overall, man, we do have, a slight uptick in bullish sentiment for crypto. Very slight. Nothing to be really going home about. But if we take a look at my main chart, I'd like to go over with you guys. If I can find it. It's this one. It's this one, guys. You already know. This is it. What did I tell you? I had an alert on the total market cap. I overlay Bloodalytics on that. And guess what? Or a version of it. It's a very stripped down version of it. But look, we never crossed under. And now we've broken above this area right here. That's bullish. Not gonna lie, that's bullish. Wisdom Bar says metals moving like how Scam Bondi was talking during the hearing. CPI 830 print made everyone pop. Well, crypto didn't pop until at the open, Hyben. 9:30. It was an hour delay. But crypto did not pop right away. We did not get the crypto pop right away. Let me try to get this trade in as I have time currently. Let's see. I'm going to show you what I'm going to try to do. It's a very tight trade. I'm going to try to take this short on Bitcoin because we're right there near we got back to the entry of that short after a nice successful long. We'll take a look at that too in a minute. But I'm trying to Wex, man. Their platform sometimes gets on at least my maybe it's probably because I'm using Brave browser. It gets a little wonky on Brave. But let's try to put in a little trade here and see if we can get some action over here on Wex. And we gotta maybe, what the heck? Let's try this again. Let's do a market order once it loads up. Let's do a market order. Shout out to Wex, by the way. Put my market order in. Of course, the first thing you got to do after putting your order in is put your stop losses in immediately. So we're going to just go ahead and hide this above the second A over there. Even though we have this A is really where it should be hidden, as far as that's what Bloodalytics is telling us. We go back over here to the charts. You will see here Bloodalytics, the Scalpalytics Pro is telling us to hide our stop loss. Man, what the hell? All right, hide our stop loss above the first or the most current A right there. I'm going to go ahead and just be safe and hide it above this one. And if we cross over here, it'll give me some buffer room, which we might end up going higher. I don't know, but I just saw we ran back up to the short entry. So I wanted to get in. I told you guys never chase the trade. If we miss it, wait for a comeback. Wait for a comeback. Always hide your stop losses well above the pivot points on the charts. So like that dotted red line for this short is somewhat like a pivot point where if we cross over there, we'll go long at some point if we close above there. So hide that well above that, maybe 0.2% higher. Then you can use your ruler on most of these exchanges use TradingView. So if you just shift and left click, you can bring your ruler up and you can say, okay, I want to hide it 2.2% higher than where the entry or the stop loss is on that. So you can do something like that. But there we go. I entered it. We'll see. It's a tight stop. So I won't lose too much to gain potentially a decent amount today on that trade. If we end up going the other way around, I don't know, man. This is a nice rally. FYI. Shout out to everybody who participated in this. Right here. Right here. This was a nice move. Now we did get a little flopping and groping on Ethereum this morning, but the move was even bigger. Look at that move. We tried to go long here right out the gate. I tell you guys every time. We got Crypto Crank in the building. What's going on, bro? Oh yeah, Brave Browser all day, every day, brother. Nothing else. We went long right at the gate, out the gate for Ethereum. Boom. Tried to go long, kind of got swapped out, went short, flopped and broke, turned around, went long again, and that was the winner, chicken dinner. That was it. That was all we needed. That is all we needed right there, baby. Took home all that money right there, cha-ching, cha-ching, and we're still letting it ride right now. Bitcoin, a cleaner scenario for us. We did go long a little bit later, but at 9:45 we took that long here. Took 50% of our profits here. Now with V2 we have nice labeling. Okay, really nice labeling. I gotta zoom in because it's not. Let's reset. We got nice labeling here with V2, better labeling, and so yeah, we went long here. Took 50% of our profits right here. Closed our long here, so we went short, basically reversing our trade. Tried to go short. Bam. Turn around, try to go long, and these are real tight stops, so we're not, you know, losing a lot. Tried to go long, and now we're back short, flopped and groped. And I told you guys many times, when you see the second go short, because there's really two shorts in here, a lot of times when you see that second go short or the second go long, it is a stronger indication of the trend will go that way. The trend will be your friend on that particular signal. We'll see. But I've noticed, especially on V2, you have those second shorts in there, brother. It's probably gonna look it's gonna look good for you. It's gonna look good for you. The odds are higher and more in your favor. I tell you that much. Not guaranteed. We don't trade. We trade probabilities, not guarantees. That's why you keep your stuff tight as far as your stop losses and stuff. Have a stop loss. You know, and don't bet the house on any one trade. That's my main suggestion for you. You don't have to. When you have a winning trade or winning system, you don't have to bet the house. You're not trying to hit a lick and leave. No, you want to continue to trade every day and make some moolah. So that's what we're going to attempt to do on this trade. If not, we go the other way. We flop and grow one more time, baby. One more time. All right. So, again, looking good on the rebound for Bitcoin today. I like to take a look at that yearly return. We're hovering around. Let's do a refresh. We're hovering around negative 24%. Again, I told you we could see a drawdown of 50 to 60% easily with Bitcoin. This pop here is nothing major. I don't see a trend reversal, but we are getting a kind of relief rally on this trade right now, which is cool. I'm for it. You got to have healthy corrections. You know, you definitely have to have some healthy corrections there. If we come back over here to this chart, you'll see what I'm talking about. We took out, boom, we took out that A right here. It's A's and V's over here, baby. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3s. It's A's and V's over here, Crypto Blood channel. Don't complicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. It's A's and V's. So the A was taken out, boom. Now we, of course, we try to go for this A. and you know, this A and blah blah blah. But ultimately, I'm just thinking, hey, with this breakout, we might get a move up here, score a point, come down to this A. Now this A should be resistance or support, I should say, and then we can go up, and then the next A will be support, and then we go up, and the next A will be support, and we get up here. It's really that simple, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I know. Listen, I do have something to sell you, and it is Bloodalytics, but you know, trading, if you're just looking at the charts, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, bro. Like, no indicators, no nothing. Not again. You can use those things, and you know, there's a combination that potentially works with a lot of that stuff, but you don't need it. That's all I'm saying. You don't need it. We got Logan Nasty. I haven't seen him in a while. No, Trump will not save us, brother. He had a small window. I believed in him. He was spitting some mad game. Had a mad plan for the MAGA. And then he got in there and he flopped. He flopped big time. Yeah, that Negro ain't saving us. You in Mexico, I'm going to South Africa. Literally, very soon. So, anything for clicks? Have you looked at the top 20 coins list lately? There's a mortgage company in the top 20. Crypto? Wow. Are you serious, bro? Info in the house. Yeah, Spider and QQQ. Will crypto crash with war? Gold won't. Yeah, crypto is definitely gonna crash, bro. It's not a safe haven. I've been saying it for years. Now the proof is in the pudding. Not a safe haven. So gold should hold up pretty well if the war gets really serious and out of control, and it starts to, let's say, impede on U.S. growth in some form or fashion for whatever reason, then gold will have an issue. But initially, the knee-jerk reaction will be gold strong. Risk on assets weak. Indicators and confluencers, but you don't need any indicators. I do use indicators, but I don't need them. Indicators can save some time on getting confirmations from entries and exits, but that's about it. There you go, Dave. There you go, brother. You don't need them. Now, you do need a system. You do need a trading system, whether it's you create it yourself and you follow it. If XYZ happens, I do this. If ZYD does, then I do this. You do need a system. You absolutely do need a system, guys. And that system is bloodalytics.com. I ain't not shamelessly plug that, all right? There's a difference between indicators and systems. You do need a system. Let's see what we got going on here on this WeX account. Okay. We're just hovering around entry at this point. But we'll, you know, listen. We let it simmer. We'll let it simmer, see what it do. We'll watch Scalpalytics. Get back over to Scalpalytics. We'll watch Scalpalytics. And matter of fact, let me merch this. I gotta merch this. I gotta merch this just in case we do exactly what I gotta merch that. So I saved that little squiggly squaggly really quickly. But let's get back over here to Bloodalytics, right? Scalpalytics Pro. Let's see how we looking. All right, see, we did defend that trend. We defended that line. I told you, just get in there, baby. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Bada boom, bada bing. That ETH long is looking great, looking great. V2 is out. We now have a filtering on actual trades. You don't have to hold yourself back. I know discipline is a hard thing with traders. I went ahead and made the discipline easy for you. The discipline part. Now I won't even trade until start looking for trades until 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. So you can't even get in on anything earlier than that. Now you can, and I'll be doing a stream over the weekend going through the details on how to set this. Once you sign up, you can set this. You can set your indicator trading system, I should say, on your own personal chart and modify, like the date ranges or the time range right here from is currently at 9 and 17. Is 1 hour off. I got a little bug I don't want to mess with because I had some issues when I tried to fix this, but we'll see. Maybe in V 2.1 I'll fix it. But 9 it really equals 8 o'clock a.m. It's all military 24-hour format, but 8 o'clock you can change this if you're trading over there in Europe, like House of Trades and some other ones that we have signed up trading the Eurozone. So you can change this and pull it back to the yellow part, because I have the time zones actually on the chart too for you, just for like some visual help. I just can't scalp trade like y'all. With Bloodalytics you can. These swings are just now consolidation. No, we're not. I think we're kind of out of the consolidation phase. I think we're going to get a swing high. I think we're going to get a swing high on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at silver's chart in a minute, but I think this is what scenario should play out. We might get a move down right here. Currently where we are, we may pull back to the $69,000 Bitcoin, bounce there and head higher, and ultimately the target would be about $73,000 Bitcoin, at which point we could roll back over. The consolidation phase just depends on what time frame you're looking at. On the hour, no consolidation. I think at this point we've broken out of that downward channel that I showed you guys. Remember this? Do you remember? Go Michael Jackson on you, boy. Go Michael Jackson on you. Let me see. So if I pull this up like this, bam. Remember that channel? Well, guess what? We broke out of it. Truly, we broke out down here. If you were trading the channel, you would have bought down here. And that's where Bloodalytics bought. It did. It bought down there. But then we tried to go short. And we'll see how it pans out. We'll see how it pans out. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the rest of what I have on deck. Again, Bitcoin down 24.3% for the year. Let's go check on, let's do a wellness check. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Crypto Blood. We got MicroStrategy hanging in there. MNAF at 1.18. Peggy Williams. Peggy Williams. What's going on? So he's okay today. He's feeling a little bit better. He was under the weather, but he's feeling better. Spot. Let's take a look at Spot really quick. 77. I'm gonna do a refresh just to make sure I'm not seeing stuff. Wipe my eyes. 77 Spot. Shanghai Spot 86. We got a premium of 11%. It's starting to creep back up. It's starting to creep back up. I told y'all, watch that premium. we compressed down to like 6%. Only a 6% spread on premium between Shanghai spot and US spot. I felt like that was a bottom. And sure enough, it looks like it might be. Futures are we in backwardation? No. Futures are definitely ahead of spot. We were in backwardation. Maybe last week I checked. But we're not in backwardation now. We're not. Mike says, can't lie, I'm holding up for a good crash. You're loading up for a good crash. Hey, that's good, brother. That's good. I haven't participated in pre-sales for... Oh, no, man. We got spam coming through here. Come on, spam. Get the spam out of here really quickly. Block them. Block them. Blocked. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look now. I want to look at what we have going on over on Reddit. What are they talking about? What's the sentiment? Silver market crash. Here's your fear porn for the day. Bro, I have no clue, man. They're trying to hit me with the swap me with the bot army of, I don't know, man. I have no clue. So silver market crash. Why is everyone ignoring the $7 gap between spot and futures for tonight's reopen? This is what I was talking about. Like, that gap is widening. Yeah, they came out of nowhere, bro. Like, what the hell? So we have this guy on Reddit in the commodities thread saying, I'm currently holding a significant short position on silver, and I'm seeing some wild data that most retail platforms seem to be ignoring for the midnight reopen. He said, I love to take on this invisible $7 gap. Here are the facts on the ground as I see it today. And this is from Sunday. Yeah, right. right, for real, bro. You know, hey, got to be fresh to death when the Fed's watching. So he's like a little concerned about this here. But I'm really not too concerned. I'm not too concerned with the gap. Actually, I think the gap is a good thing, seeing that the gap has widened. It had, you know, it compressed down to 6%, as I told you guys, but it has widened to the point where, you know, it's starting to seem like we might get the rollover and a pop up, I should say. Not a rollover, but a pop up. But here's the fear porn, though. The fear porn for today is this $15 trillion great reversal. Uh-oh. Get out the way. Get out the way. Spam is good for the algo. Hell, you know what? Might be. Might be, bro. Not gonna lie. It might be good. I don't know how that stuff works, bro. It might be good, might be bad. I'm not sure. But chat rate definitely helps. But if it's bots, I don't think it does. I don't even know what Roca is. The difference in Asia spot silver and U.S. spot silver is Asia putting the pressure on the U.S. for all its paper silver. Yeah. Of course, that's exactly what it is. And in addition to that, Asia is restricting exportation of their silver. So they're trying to, that's how they're expressing their pressure on us. So I'm with you 100%, brother. I'm with you 100% on that one. I'm with you 100% on that. Now, this guy here is saying, this is the fear porn, $15 trillion. That's a lot of wiped out wealth. Now, it's paper wealth, we know, but why the commodity crash of February 26 is a structural shift, not just a dip. He says, we saw history made, and not the good kind, he says. And the last 74 or 72 hours, the geopolitical fears premium that has propped up silver and gold for the better part of a year didn't just leak, it exploded. Silver's 31% intraday plunge and gold's 12% haircut represents the most violent repricing we've seen in decades. As someone who tracks global trade and geopolitical topics for 11, I wanted to break down why this is happening and why buying the dip might be more complicated than it looks. Now, this is what I was saying earlier. Honestly, if shit really gets rough out here with Trump going over to Iran, why here? This is why a lot of his MAGA supporters, including myself, have we've left. Of course, you got to know that Trump has more information than you and I. So we do have to keep that in mind. But there is no information enough to say that we, U.S., need to go over in Iran and bomb them. They are no significant threat to us on our shores. It just doesn't. We are broke. Like, broke. We need to, but see, that's what they do. Regimes do this to give the masses, the sheeple, a carrot to dangle in front of them to keep you preoccupied on something else. It's like, hey, look over here while we crash the economy. Look over here while jobs are nowhere to be found because AI is taking them all. Like, you got to have something on the topic in the news feed to keep people kind of like sedated and preoccupied. So we're making the wrong move. So a hawkish pivot, the Warsh effect. This guy saying that Warsh was another reason for the move down in commodities. It's possible. It's possible. Because, you know, once he was announced, we did get an immediate surge in the dollar. Meaning, dollar got stronger. Dollar got stronger. It surely did. Dollar did get stronger, guys. But, let's see if I can do this like this. All right, here we go. So the other thing is he has here de-escalation premium. So a massive chunk of 2025's commodity rally was built on war premium. Yep, with credible reports from U.S.-Iran diplomatic breakthroughs, that premium is evaporating. We saw Brent crude drop 5% almost instantly, and precious metals followed. The margin cascade, he's got some other stuff here. He broke it down, but I just think I'm not buying this great reversal play. Like, it all depends on, of course, if shit gets real ugly, then yeah, you will see gold sell off more meaningfully, silver as well. Like, you start seeing, for some, God forbid, bombs over here hitting our shores, and we really start, or like China and Russia gets involved in Iran, which is a very, very high probability, then I could see gold and silver kind of potentially taking a hit. I can. I surely can. So we shall see. Mike says misdirection. Distractions and kept the people fighting amongst themselves instead of in unison against the system that's trapping them. True. Right on, David. For sure. For sure. So JP Morgan, I told you guys earlier, JP Morgan is actually, might surprise you, but JP Morgan is bullish for silver. See silver prices averaging at 81 an ounce. Oh, that's not bullish. What the hell? Come on, man. That's not bullish. 81 an ounce and 26? I mean, it's higher than where we are, but not by much. More than double its average in 25. But this depends on many factors, including global demand, silver prices rose, blah, blah, blah. So I wouldn't really call that bullish. I guess it depends on your time horizon and how you look at it. You compare it to 2020, 25, yeah, that is kind of bullish, right? Average price was less than, more than half that. And then I just, we'll take a look at it. I got some stuff on Bitcoin, but look at this chart from silver, man. Like, we really hit 120 something. I don't know why they got 117. But look at the smackdown. As long as we stay above 62, we are good. We stays above 62s, ladies and gents. We are good. Now on the crypto and Bitcoin, or I should say, this is the Bitcoin one. So Brian Armstrong, did y'all hear about this? Just offloaded $500 million in Coinbase stock. See, this is what I mean. The game is rigged, and it's so bad now where you got people in the 0.1%, not even the 1%. The 1% we feeling like, yo, the gap is crazy. You sell $500 million in Coinbase stock? Smart money signaling a local top while Bitcoin stays coiled at 66. The macro signs or signals are flashing red, he says. Real estate is looking horrible. For sure. Commodities took a brutal hit. It did. Equities still holding up, though. Wait till equities roll over. Wait till equities roll over. It's going to get ugly. Equity is going to bring everything down. But to see somebody like and one person sell $500 million worth of stock, man, you got, Jeff Bezos over the last few years unloading stocks. These guys are taking home fortunes that are whole, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 generations of wealth. Maybe even more than that, like 10 generations of wealth for the average person or even the upper middle class. The problem here is, guys, it's cool to have, a free market, quote unquote. But when the game is ending, it starts no longer being free. It starts to be highly manipulated and concentrated for the very few. And then what happens next is that you have the widening of wealth gaps, and then that causes social unrest, and that then the whole thing unravels and the social contract is completely obliterated. And this time we got one extra catalyst there. Now that's AI. AI is going to break. That's the nail in the coffin for a social contract to be broken. When people can't find jobs, man, it's a done data. I mean, structural unemployment. When you have structural unemployment, it is not a good look. Whole industries eliminated. Not a good look. Not a good look. So We shall see what happens, ladies and gents. Hit the like button, share this stream, and of course, don't forget to join the team. Bloodalytics.com. We'll have links in the description below. You can get a 7-day. I keep saying 5 because it used to be a 7-day free trial of Scalpalytics Pro V2. It is out. It is on deck. You can check it out. Scan the QR code you may see on the screen right now. Not sure. And yeah, come join the team, guys. Test it out. Some people just straight join, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna join. I know this is some good uncut blue magic. If you do want to try it out, though, you can send me your UID number over at WeX. You gotta sign up with a new account, though. Send me your UID number from WeX account and your TradingView username, and I will get you set up with a free trial of Scalpalytics Pro. You already know. That's it for today, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And I will check y'all Sunday. We'll do an AMA. I'll update you on V2. Go through that fully. And we are out of here, people. Peace.
Well, no chin on the beat. It's the rundown. Everything you need to know. It's the rundown. Everything you need for show. It's the rundown. And I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show. Who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts. There's more you need to